Evening. I, Molika, bid a very warm welcome to the speaker and participants who took out their valuable time and joined us today to be a part of this webinar. We are honored to have you all. We would also like to offer my regards on behalf of Pragyan Foundation, promoter of Pragyan International University in association with the Global Academy and Lions Club of Kolkata, Harmony. Just a little housekeeping before we get started. If you have any queries during the presentation, please type them into the chat box. And to keep the quality of sound functional, please mute yourself. At the end of the webinar, we will share the feedback form link. Today's theme is an invention into document. Importance of patent drafting. Patents are important because they have inventors protect their inventions, products, or designs from being copied and stolen by others for a limited period of time, usually for 15 or 20 years, depending on the type of patent. Patent drafting is probably the most important aspect of the patent application. Intellectual property right provides the applicant with the right of excluding others from using the same invention. But this is dependent upon the fact of how the claims are drafted, thereby making the drafting process the most important part. To provide an answer to our curious listeners, definitely we need an expert who can guide us. We are really exhilarated to have our guest speaker, dignified personality, Dr. A. Selfaraj from the Manchester of South India, Coimbatore. Dr. A. Selfaraj is an associate professor and head Department of Geoinformatics Engineering, Park College of Engineering and Technology, Coimbatore. Without further ado, may I now request Dr. A. Selfaraj for giving your valuable insights on an invention into document, importance of patent drafting. Please, sir, and unmute yourself.
Yes, will.
Yes, sir.
Okay, ma'am. Thanks for nice introductions, Mrs. Mauli Kalsa. So, very good morning to all. Good evening to all, and welcome to the presentation on an invention into document and importance of patent drafting. So when you talk about that intellectual property, it's like a very significant role in today technologies. As just now introduced by Mrs. Kalsa, she said some important things of patent process. Really, I'm going to say like intellectual property always played an increasingly significant role in today technology. Yes, definitely. Every one of us, we can agree with it. When we talk about the patent or, the patent are very asset for any organization, especially for our academically, any faculty, okay, any faculty wanted to have the patent. So it because so then only any organizations will be recognized, okay, will be recognized of any faculty with the patent. So such a very important curriculum activities, and also I can say the like very strength of an organization which can be measured through the patent activities. And also when we talk about the patent, it is long process definitely. So we have the time. We should have the time. We can wait for long time also sometimes based on our invention. But minimum 1 year to 3 years. So mostly the minimum time may be depending upon our invention, maybe 6 months minimum. So 6 months to maximum 3 to 4 years, even sometimes 4 to 5 years. It's like a publication also, like a scientific publication also. Sometimes based on your inventions, it takes time. So I can say it is a long process. And also because we want to, some evaluator wanted to check the novelty and non-obviousness. So non-obvious sense, your invention, your idea should be non-obviousness. And also it can be industrial applicability of the invention. So these three things are very important. Wait a second, please. Yeah. So here, when you talk about the patent, right, it involves like novelty, non-obviousness, and industrial applicability of the invention. So in these three aspects, we got to draw your invention or able to construct your invention. And also a patent granted by the government gives an exclusively right to an inventor. Inventor means what? Basically any natural person. For example, I'm going to find some inventions which is to be patentable. So I am the inventor. The inventor makes some inventions. So when we talk about this kind of inventions, normally limited period of 20 years. On today, it will be the invention should be protected for 20 years by me. So after 20 years, our idea, our invention, or my invention maybe vanishes. So this is very important. So we can protect our inventions for 20 years. It's very, very important. And the fundamental idea is to be safeguard our invention. So this is what main important thing there. So safeguard our invention. So we have some Indian government set up some patent office. So by using the patent office, I can apply for some patent inventions if you find something or if I find something. So I can send my inventions in terms of document to them. After that, it can be maybe patentable. So based on the particular reviewer or particular when we talk about the controller, normally in patent office they are having like controller, like reviewer in scientific journal. No? So like this in patent office, the patent office has some controller. The controller may be reviewing your invention. So it's a very important. These three things are very, very important. Keep in your mind that. And normally when we go for, as I said before, the novelty is very important and non-obviousness. Okay. Suppose if idea already obvious, so it cannot be patentable. So keep in mind that I'm repeating again. If you find something, the finding is maybe obvious, so we cannot make patentable. So what I'm saying is that where patent is non-obvious, where patent to be non-obvious invention. It's very, very important. And finally, as I said before, we can go for some commercial. For example, I found some product in terms of, for example, I'm going to find something in terms of some machines or some product, some accessories, okay, to be fitted into some machines. Okay, so it is to be like industrial applications. So we can go for commercial. Even so if I'm going for interview with patent, the particular person may be asking that whether you go for commercial, whether you can go for whether you are going to sell your product or not. So such a very important thing that so great weightage for us. Okay, so that we can go for industrial application. Our findings should be applicable for industrials. So these are process to be get patent. Normally you can go for step by step. As I said before that, it takes time. So keep in mind that it takes 1 year to 3 years. If I want to go for patentable, if I want to get patent, okay, so you would wait for some time. So publication is not a matter. I'm telling you, okay, how we are going to publish your patent. Okay, so I'm telling you, right, in the coming slide. In this slide, you can see there are various steps are available. Okay, like step 1 is go for patent application, and like patent examinations, then response, and finally patent grant according to the patent attorney Jamsan. So this is a prerequisite for patent applications. We should have some form, and we can have some fees applications also. We can give some for different form may be there. Some form may be applicable for fees. Some form may not be applicable for fee. Okay, some form may be at free of cost also. And detailed written description. So these are the prerequisites for patent application. And when you go for important forms, so these are the forms are available in patent office like this, form 1 and form 2, form 3. And these are the forms are mandatory to us. So when we talk about form 1, always we go for application for patent application. Okay, form 1 may be applicable for patent applications. Okay, and form number 2, it's filing the complete specification. So this is what I'm going to for particular talk. My particular talk on this topic one. Okay, how to go for specification. And form number 3 is statement of undertaking, and form number 5 declaration of inventorship, and form number 9 is a request for yearly publication, and form number 18 request for yearly examination after 18 months of publication, and form number 18A on request for expedited examination. So when we go for form number 18A, so it tells us on request for expedited examination. Okay, so which means we can apply this kind of form through only internet only. We can apply the form either in offline or online, but when we come across this form number 18A, we can apply through only the online. So keep in mind that. And these are the notable patent office database. For example, there are several database available, but even sometimes you can go for commercial database available in globally. But these are the very important notable patent office like database. They are having like